Welcome to Planet Pert, where you could get in free, but you gotta be a G. And like a Newport short in a Louisiana parish jail, I ain't got no filter.
No matter where I go. So
speaking of perverts, the Drake situation.
Oh man.
What is the? I didn't see much of it, so y'all gonna have to.
I wasn't called a pervert, by the way.
Let me do the recap.
Please enlighten me on this.
Go ahead.
Please enlighten me.
Go ahead.
So in the long history of rock and roll, Drake has now entered into the crazy rock star phase of his life, in which he will groom a young lady.
Okay.
Too young.
Well, no, man, because like when Elvis did it with Priscilla, did anybody say anything?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about it.
Like, nah, I didn't. I went to Graceland on my honeymoon, and it was awesome. But I also, and then what was that other one? The Great Balls of Fire, dude.
Jerry Lewis.
Man, Jerry Lee something.
It's
like he has
not Jerry Lewis, but Jerry Lee something, right?
No.
I know you're talking about.
Like, yeah, but
I seen the movie when I was
little. His cousin was like only like 14, 15. She believed in Santa,
he was like 16, bro. But yes.
I saw the movie too, and that's where I was like, oh shit. And so like all of a sudden I was on the Facebook because my Facebook Live, man.
R. Kelly, Aaliyah.
Man, R. Kelly, that dude married her.
Yeah, but
he told his parents. He told the parents, like, yo, man.
They gave him permission.
Well, this is for power of attorney.
But we don't have it. We don't have enough. I don't want to. I never want to over speculate on that because I don't think we have enough.
Man, that dude was married to somebody under the age of 17, which is legal in Texas. So I'm going to say nay.
Can I put it in a way that everybody in this room is going to frown upon?
Man,
if Drake was texting your 14-year-old daughter, how would you feel about that? Not even Drake, a grown man was texting your 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I'd probably go to jail.
How would you feel about that?
Princess Emma Madison Lawson.
Okay, how would you feel about that?
I have a phone until she is of age of 21.
If you can
drink, then you can get a ring. If you can't drink,
you say that.
Nobody should be calling you. What you doing?
That's how I look. That's how I look at the whole situation. To whether it was appropriate, or inappropriate. You have to look at it. I look at everything from. Because I'm a father, I look at everything from the aspect of being a father. You know what I mean? Like, or even if you're an uncle, like you look at that from that. I have to because it's not appropriate to text. I don't give a damn what it is, bro. It's just not a good look.
Right. So Kevin Smith,
if you text my daughter, I would be on your ass.
Nobody needs to know how to reach me ever. Is the way I live my life these days. But let me just tell you. So so Kevin Smith. The great Kevin Smith back in the day, he said that he worked with Prince, right? The great genius known as Prince. And they said that Prince had lived in that world since Purple Rain for so long that he didn't know why you couldn't get an elephant in Minneapolis on a Tuesday at 2 a.m. Because he was just in that world. And I believe that Drake was sitting over in his Calabasas home waiting for Kanye to call him to write a song. And that dude was watching with Stranger Things, and he was like, I think she really does have superpowers.
No.
I wonder if she is that special.
Your conspiracy.
And so he told his friends. He was over like, yo, dude, find out where the Stranger Things girl is. Because I saw a picture on Google that she has hair in real life.
No.
And he was like, man, if she has hair in real life, imagine what she can do with hair and power.
Right.
That dude's gone. He's gone. He's fucking Canadian gone. He's in that sunken place.
He's in the upper place.
That is true. What is the laws in Canada?
Yeah, like, what is he doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's Canadian, so
Drake be over here dropping lines like I be getting people
that's
past
a good
the
question.
border. I be getting people past the border.
He might not be breaking any laws.
But maybe
possibly
over here.
So they have a lot of free range out there.
All right, man.
I don't want to go deep into the conspiracy until we know more.
All right,
that's all I'm saying.
I'll speak on it, but I'll leave it with this: as the man who takes his lady out to steak dinner.
In Canada, the age of consent is 16, but there are two close in age exemptions.
He's like 34.
Sex with minors aged 14 through 15 is permitted if the partner is less than 5 years older. And and sex with minors aged 12 or 13 is permitted if the partner is less than 2 years older.
Drake is 5'10" and on the Toronto Raptors. I'm sure he can get an exemption to do the Stranger Things girl who might have powers and now has hair. And all I'm saying about Drake, drop a bomb for that.
No.
All I'm saying
I'm gonna hit you with the cigarette smoke. That's not a bomb. I'm gonna hit you with the cigarette smoke because right now you got no goddamn filter, bro, and you're on a conspiracy theory.
Because I was like, okay, Drake, man, like you a cool dude, man. You just trying to groom the next generation for like, you know, fame and fortune. You know, you were on Degrassi and shit.
Right.
You know what's up. You're trying to help out a fellow child actor, right? And then I heard that dude rented out the whole entire steakhouse for them to have steak and French fries. Pert, you know, as a man with a woman,
I'm trying to contest
that you would not, and I repeat, would not rent out the whole entire steakhouse. So that you can have dinner with your woman.
You can't say what you would do without Drake's money. You know what I mean?
That's
like
true.
if it's
That's
not
true.
even an option right now. Now, if it was something that as a push of a button can make it happen, then it wouldn't be a big deal.
Then that's
But
really what you want, though?
but I mean, still like
But
it's
are
still
you sharing?
Huh?
Is that really what you want? You want?
No,
the
I'm saying
steakhouse?
as
You want
a
me to-
person with that type of, we can't talk about like shutting down a restaurant right now. We don't got that
Man,
shutting down restaurant money.
I'll rent out the
No.
whole entire salt crust for me and you.
You
Just
can.
go over and eat steak and
it's
French fries.
Like
Just
hopefully
you and
you
I.
rent that shit.
See?
Nah, I
Even in your
sure-
mind,
I'm not gonna be able to chip in.
No, because in your mind, you were like, I gotta start asking questions, right? But
Yeah.
you started asking questions like, am I paying for this? Are we getting tea? Are we getting sweetened tea? Are we getting appetizers? Like you started asking questions, but you're not the 13-year-old girl from Stranger Things who might have powers.
On a scale of appropriate and inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to say
inappropriate.
inappropriate. I don't think there was any foul intent because the dude is actually a really nice dude.
Do you think that side B?
Again,
I don't like Drake. I'm not a Drake fan, right?
Do you think
but
that
I
side B
think
of
that
Scorpion? Was
genuinely,
the
I think
Stranger
he
Things girl?
is a nice person.
But see, the thing is, like I said before, like the celebrities know that this stuff is gonna be out. Like if he really was doing something, this ain't finna be like.
Can't stand it.
Like why would he do stuff in public unless it's not? You know what I mean?
You wanna know why
Let's
you
be
can't
honest.
stand
Like,
Never
there's a
listened
whole
to his
bunch of-
album.
You want to know why you can't stand the
What?
Kiki song? Because you're not a 13-year-old girl.
I didn't even listen to the whole album, but that's another story for another day.
I listened to part one.
Yeah, but I got disappointed.
The do-rag.
I was disappointed with Drake in the past to where I never became a Drake fan.
Well, he's
like
emotional behind artists, isn't he?
Yeah, like
He's
his first
extremely emotional. Like if you make him mad,
I'm not a Drake fan.
his first 2 albums put me to sleep, so I never gave the rest of them a chance.
All right.
So I mean, that's just it's not about emotional ties. To me, I'm an emotional person.
Let me tell you how serious
hold up.
Pert has taken this music.
Uh-oh.
I once took a whole bunch of Cobble Asian my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
My brothers, they were all Cobble Asians. I took them over into the Belfords.
Yeah.
And they had never been to the Belfords. They didn't know. And they were like, where are you taking me, Trey? And I was like, man, you going to enjoy it?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good night. We all went over there. And my boy Pert, he had made a vocal booth, like in the middle of this room.
Wow.
And he had made it with plywood.
Yeah.
Where he, like, man did some expert craftsmanship where he even had a door.
Yeah.
When you opened it, it had like all the soundproofing in it. It was hot as fuck.
Yeah, it
Because
was.
there was no way
No
to
ventilation.
put ventilation in there. But my dude went in there, and even though it was hot as fuck, he rapped for 45 minutes in front of those Cobble Asians.
Yeah.
He gave them all CDs.
Yeah.
And at the end,
Straight.
because I had brought them all the way down from Fort Worth, because TCU is where I hailed. That's where I paid a lot of money in student loans.
Yes.
A lot of money.
Wasted.
We had to listen to that CD all the way back because they thought it was the greatest Houston rapper that had ever graced the land. This is before who? Mike Jones.
Yeah. This is a while
This is
ago.
before who? Mike Jones.
Yeah.
This is before Lil Wayne found codeine.
Yeah. This is a while ago.
Man, draw some shots for young Pert.
But
now he's old. And he's old.
I ain't that goddamn old. But for what I tell you,
That
why I become.
He said I don't understand what they said with mumble rap.
I just don't relate to what they say because I grew up in a different time, right? And like for me musically, why I get so much emotionally attached to music is because like music helped me through good times, through bad times. Like music, like I listened to Common in the morning one time, right? And I'm like vibing out to this Common, like man, this is a dope ass album. But it was Friday, I got off work, right? And I'm like, damn, I'm about to go pick my son up. I got to pick up a bottle. I'm listening to Common and he telling me all this smart shit. And I was like, man, I'm not really feeling this Common right now. Let me put my 2 Chainz on. So it changed my mood from, in the morning, I like to learn, right? And am I the only one that likes to learn in the morning? Like in the morning I wake up, like I actually research stuff. I look into stuff. I don't like to do that stuff when I've been drinking. I don't like to do that stuff after the gym. I do that stuff in the morning. Like in the morning when you read the morning paper is when you used to get all your information. So for me, I've made some of the dopest music I've ever made at 7 a.m. before I even had breakfast, bro. Yeah. Because creatively I just had a dope ass vision, a dream or whatever, bro. So like music to me doesn't mean the same thing that it means to everybody else. But you may talk about football, basketball, y'all sports group, and y'all go on and on and on and on. And I'm kind of just like, LeBron. You feel me? Because I'm biased as hell when it comes to that. And Saints, LeBron, that's it. I'm not getting into nothing else with you about sports. But y'all can go on and on and on and on and on and on. And if I say something like, oh, MJ was trash, and I got 30 people coming at me, right? But
because music cared about that.
Yes, but for me, music does it. Music is my niche of where I get overly emotional. And when you disappoint me one time, I can never fuck with you again. Even though I think you're dope as hell. Like that's the whole point of that. Like
makes sense.
That's the reason why I think I go off like that, or I'm so like emotionally wrapped up into when you disappoint me, and I know.
So if Kanye was a ball player, you wouldn't give a shit.
Wouldn't give a shit at all.
If he was LeBron.
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying if he just played basketball instead of rap. Or like
I probably still
would. Like say it wouldn't affect you that much. But
I still wouldn't like him. I didn't
say if you like him or not. What I'm saying is, wouldn't affect you. Like you don't follow sports like you follow music.
True.
So I'm saying like if let's say
if he was doing the trolling or something. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he said that
I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck any time of day.
But music is your shit, so therefore.
Yeah, that's what drives me, man. Like I love it.
I think I would because for me, like I feel you. I went down that music hole myself, man. A lot of what the music is for me now, I'm listening to trying to figure out why it hit. Like I wrote over 100 songs, man. There's 100 songs where like I could say from beginning to end I worked on each one of them and none of them fucking hit. My wife, when I wrote a song for her, she said, "Does your voice ever change during the song?"
Yeah.
And it's like all of them didn't hit, but like Dr. Seuss, and I know I'm gonna say Dr. Seuss, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But Dr. Seuss is a brilliant writer, man. He wrote a lot of fucking books that a lot of kids still read to this day.
True.
And what he said when he wasn't writing shit that rhymed was that writing was the hardest thing to do because you're by yourself, alone, in front of a typewriter.
Okay.
And only with your thoughts. And so like us being former musicians, it's like, all right, so we sat there and we figured out how to do what they do. But for some reason, they're being pushed by Def Jam or Spotify or Apple Music, and it's like, so what's the magic formula? Is it the beats per midget?
No,
not midget.
BPM.
The beats per minute. Is it
it's
the
not the lyrics. Nope.
And in the end, man, like
it's timing.
Man, it's not even just timing.
No, it is timing because there's plenty of talented artists that never made it or never popped, and that's great. But Big Crit, if we go top 5, like he's in mine because he's an everyday listen for me. But he's an everyday listen for me though.
But see, I'm an Action Bronson dude. Like every single day.
See, you told me about that before, and I've never heard
Action Bronson. And you were like,
because I never heard one of his songs.
Yeah. But for me, like Action Bronson is like my spirit animal in hip hop because that cool. Dude's out there just living his best life. Like he has a song right now where he's just like, I've never heard one of his songs, and you know.
and we can go back. We can go back. And the reason why I like Big Crit is because he reminds me of everything my childhood was about.
Yeah.
He reminds me of 8 Ball, MJG.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Outkast.
Yeah.
And that takes it to another topic of being game changers, right?
Yeah,
when Rory
Outkast.
came out with that fuck-ass comment on Saturday, and I love the Joe Budden podcast, I love Rory, but that comment of saying UGK was not a game changer.
How can UGK not be a game changer?
Yeah, that's...
The original trap rap. I don't give a... No hate.
Back to the South.
No,
Let me. They're all East Coast, bro.
Go
So
ahead,
speak on
talk
the
your shit.
UGK,
You got
man.
it. You got it.
Like,
you got it.
Like, all right. Like, I understand Joe Budden, man. Like, y'all know I love the Joe Budden podcast. I listen to that shit twice a week.
Yes, sir.
And I'm
I
so
do too.
glad that it's on
Saturday.
now.
Good show. Great show.
I wish that it was all simultaneous and shit, but like, I understand why it needs to be that way.
Yes.
Like, a lot of the times, man, I understand that we got connections over to the East Coast and we got connections over to Rockefeller and everybody else, man. But respect the fucking South, man.
Yes.
Not Atlanta.
Right.
But like, there's the boot and there's Texas,
Right.
bro.
Right.
Like, there's a reason why you don't mention Prince, and I'm not gonna say his first name so you don't get traced back to my ass.
Right.
But there's a reason why the Prince still gets love from Tekashi when he came through and got ran up for not doing what he needed to do.
Right.
Like,
for checking in, yes.
Man, like, there was a lot, man. There used to be a joke that everybody in Houston could rap, but it was a reason why. It's because, man, you can go over to A-Leaf, there was a sound. You can go to North, the South.
Right.
Man,
I think
we'll
that slept on.
Man.
I think that slept on, and for somebody to actually open their mouth and say that UGK wasn't a game changer, they were the first person consistently that I heard making trap music.
Man,
Because what I mean, cocaine in the back of the ride, yeah, cocaine,
yeah,
cocaine in the back of the ride,
while
pocket full of
else
stones.
So we're trying to figure out how to be like all like nice and friendly with it. We were talking about
So they had the nerve to say that the Ghetto Boys were and I love the Ghetto Boys, right? Don't get me twisted,
right.
but who do you know that tried to come out and rap like the Ghetto Boys? We're talking game changers. We're not talking about staples of hip hop, because they're a staple of hip hop in the South, right?
Scarface is one.
Whoever tried to come out rapping like Scarface, though?
You have a point.
Give me 5 people.
They can't.
Give me 2. Give me one other Scarface that was Scarface.
Damn.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a point.
Thank you. So that's my whole point. That's my whole point of even wanting. Chill. That's my whole point of wanting to even do a podcast, because it's like, I think the South representation is so bland sometimes because people are so biased to their coast. And I'm a West Coast dude. I'm an East Coast dude too. I grew up on Big L, bro. I grew up on Pun. I grew up on Jay-Z. That's why he was like, right. We had a conversation. No. Man, chill.
When Big L dropped.
Nigga, 1993, the first tape that I ever stole from Blockbuster Music was a Big L tape. I put it on, Big L put it on. Man. So don't sit up here.
Grenades for Blockbuster Music.
Great, yes. Oh yeah. Hold on. You're right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was the first Apple Music, Spotify for you young bucks out there. We had to go up there, put the headphones on,
and pre-listen,
and do the sample joint. You
just
feel me?
Let you know.
I'm gonna tell you right, I didn't even sample the Big L, bro. I saw the album cover. He looked hard as hell on there. I was like, man, who is Big L? I gotta get this.
You never did the Columbia House?
Dude, I had my razor blade. Fuck that. I had my razor blade. My mom was like, where y'all get all this from? Now she knows. But I'm telling her now. But I sliced the shit open, bro, and took it with me, man, and like put it in the tape deck and just fell in love with like the Big L style, man. Like, you know, the homies put me on Woo. Like I was on the East Coast music when the East Coast was popping. I thought Nas' name was actually Nas because that's all it came on BET, MTV. We had no outlet. So when you talking about opening up the doors for the South, UGK, Master P, that's when it started busting open. Ghetto Boys has always been the Ghetto Boys. Scarface has always been Scarface. I'm not saying those guys weren't staples.
Bun B or Pimp C?
It's hard to
speak on it.
So if we go with the first 3 or 4 albums, Bun B.
Can I say Pimp
and
that's can I tell you exactly why?
You could tell me why after I tell you why. Because Bun B was a motherfucking word twister when you go to murder, like I still know that verse, bro. With the smelly red jelly is dripping out of your belly. Serve 'em like a deli. Hop on my cellular telly. Wholesaling like it's going out of style. You can't see me, Marcus. So have a motherfucking sweet and a smile.
I preferred Bun B over
that
him.
Bun B. Now when you get to
all love to Bun B.
Yeah,
let's just say that. For
all right,
the
go
OG,
ahead.
For the OG Bun B, let's drop a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Because at the end of the day, you know,
because he keeps it going around with these young kids.
My nigga Bun right there, man.
Let me tell you why Pimp C is my dick.
Go ahead, evil laugh.
Man, because he's a villain, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he came out and he didn't. I never ever thought that my boy, even though he went by Sweet,
James Jones,
was worried about any of this bullshit, man. That's what I'm saying. Like any of this bullshit. He wasn't, man, like when people were beefing, when we were finally getting money with the Zero and who Mike Jones and DJ Screw finally brought the shine, you know what I mean? Like when we finally had that area, that view.
Facts.
He told everybody, man, stop all this fucking beef, and man, you, Paul Wall, you get back with Chameleon, y'all boys, y'all hooked up together, man, let's get this money, let's get this paper, let's drop a whole fucking bread truck. And he put that damn song out there that said, knocking doors down, bro. Knocking doors down.
Yes. Pimp C was a visionary, man, of what...
No, but he had choruses and shit. Like, people don't even know what he really did.
Okay,
man.
so can I tell you why later on that flipped? Because I didn't know that was Pimp C singing. I didn't know that was Pimp C on the beat.
Because he wasn't worried about that.
I didn't know that though.
Because that's how real he was. He wasn't worried about
But when I learned that, like I think it opened up the door for me to realize how much of a visionary that he actually was and an artist that he was. Because I was like, damn, you made the beat, you did the singing, and you did the rapping.
Yeah.
So then,
and he was that dude who said, "Come on over, Bun B.
Yes.
Let's get this going."
If you don't remember anything from Big Pimpin', everybody remembers smoking.
Yeah,
right?
that shit.
And
we don't need to pay him.
Yes. No, I know, right? But
we don't need to pay him.
the whole Sweet James Jones, the dance, everything, man.
Yeah.
This is why.
It was authentic, bro.
When they messed up twice on saying that, because they had the nerve to say that Jay-Z wasn't a game changer either. So I would love to know what their definition of what a game changer is, because a game changer to me was Lil Wayne started rapping like Jay-Z at one point, right? And UGK was such a game changer. Bun B killed Jay-Z on Big Pimpin'. No.
Because I can give you your point of view as the East Coast brother.
Think about the remix, right? Or remember Hov came back with a second verse. My stamina be enough for Pamela Anderson Lee, MTV, jamming the week, made my money too long, gambling with freaks. Now think of that rhythm, right?
Yeah.
But think about Bun shit, right?
Yeah.
It's a big sorry yo coming out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Make a meal up off of sorry ho. Sit back, peep my scenario. You feel me? So he took that swag and he just ran with it, bro. So to say these dudes isn't dudes isn't game changers is bizarre, because Big Crit sounds like them. T.I. wouldn't have been shit without them. I'm gonna be real with you. Jeezy ask Jeezy. Ask Master P, who made a lot of his hits before we even knew who Master P was, bro. Like, and I fuck with P, but his, like, when Murder come on, like, not Murder, what's my shit?
Big up for Jeezy, man.
Players from the South?
It's on Players from the South, but it's on Ice Cream Man, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, break them off something.
Yes.
Oh my God, bro.
All right, so that's from the East Coast flavor, because we've already.
Go ahead and splash that. We can talk game changers.
Let's refer to that other podcast as the East Coast podcast.
True. But you're from the East.
Yeah, man.
He's an East head.
Man, dude, I rock.
But real is real, because we grew up in...
So bad that I got the Steeler tattoo on my back. So
yeah, I see all this trash ass Steeler stuff in here.
But I don't know about the needles. Let me just tell you. All right, so like... All right.
What y'all, 2 and 1 and 2?
You can't...
1, 2, 1?
They always disqualify Jay from the rap as a game changer because...
Is it jealousy?
And it's 1, 2, and 1, I think. Man, we trashed this
1,
shit.
2, 1, yeah.
I don't think it's jealousy. I think it's because Biggie was the truth during his time. And because he was around he was indie.
I didn't appreciate
everybody forgets that Jay-Z was indie. He's always been indie, except for very few times.
I rock with Hov before I rock with Big though.
All right, but nah, man, you can't even say that because
I did 1995.
Because like Jay-Z's old flow, his original flow was fast as fuck until he heard Nas.
Yeah, I heard that.
And so like I'll big up Carl because he always tells me that Nas is, and I think Nas. All right, Nas. All right, let me just tell you, Nas. Tupac said it best.
Mm-hmm.
Like you stole his whole style.
Yeah.
You are a child of Tupac.
Yeah.
Don't ever get it twisted.
Right.
I don't care how old you are, how much you fuck Khalees and Nicki Minaj
right.
and everybody else. You are a child of Pac,
Facts.
sir. So that makes Jay-Z a child of Biggie, who is a child of Pac.
So it makes him like
Biggie
stepchild.
and Pac, they like stepchild. It was after the divorce. Shit went down. I understand, man. We don't need to talk about broken homes, but they're all children of Pac in some way. I'm not even saying that Pac is that guy.
No. He had the formula though.
I'm just
he had
saying
the formula.
that, like,
we don't have to talk about it musically. He had the formula.
Rakim before all of them.
Yeah,
Rakim before all.
I like Rakim and Rakim.
And if you really want to know who's a game changer, it's
but I think those are
the
too
RZA,
easy.
man. It's the RZA because he told everybody, get your contracts right, get your beats. Let's just start recording that shit.
That goes back to our conversation we had earlier at the gym. Is okay. The definition of game changer is always changing as well because
what's in the gym?
Because and we talked about that, right? Because if you expose someone on their definition of it, they're gonna bend it to fit their agenda. But if you bring up, well, like I said with Scarface, who came out trying to rap like Scarface after Scarface? Nobody. You see what I'm saying? So that would kill your whole agenda. Wait. Well, no. Well, so game changer to me.
Is Kendrick a
game changer to me meant.
Is Kendrick a game changer? Let's bring it up new. Because we can all have personal preferences.
I'm biased on that too because I don't like Kendrick's voice.
All right, so Kendrick Lamar is like the writer's writer. He's the one who won. Do you have to like the
person if they're a game changer?
I think
you can be a game changer without being liked.
Who's rapping like Kendrick nowadays?
No, I'm saying like
even Eminem.
No.
Even Eminem.
No. You're tripping.
Even Wayne on Mona Lisa. Like
go back on that and
just listen.
Chill, because go back on that.
All right. So,
no. Let me.
Let's
can I
splice
get to my
that
point?
song. Let's splice that song.
Let me get to my point. You can have it back.
Yeah.
The point that I want to have to you is he's actually a child of Wayne.
Facts. He's a child of Pac, but okay.
No, Kendrick is a child of Wayne because Wayne those different styles like Wayne and crying on a song, like essentially on Mona Lisa, he goes into this shit where he found the bitch cheating on the phone. That has nothing to do with Pac, nigga. That's more Eminem than it would be Pac because M's one of the first niggas. M's one of the first niggas I heard crying on record, bro. So no. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it back. But what I'm telling you is, how is he a game changer? Because who's trying to be Kendrick?
All right. So here's
who's trying to be him.
All right, so let me start.
The weird voices and the other shit.
Nah, let me root my argument in a couple of different things. All right, first he's a child of Pac because one, he was part of Pac's movement with Thug Life while he was out there with Death Row. So there's history there.
Just because he's West Coast doesn't mean that.
Nah. Like when Pac was doing a whole bunch of charity shit, he was working with Kendrick Lamar, like when they were little kids and shit. I don't know.
I got you. I'm not that old.
No, he's that young. That's the crazy shit. He was that young to where he was one of the little boys.
He could be a 90s baby. I mean, it could have happened in that time frame.
He did the 90s. Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't know enough about him.
I did a lot. And so when it comes with this dude, here's the reason why I say that Kendrick Lamar is a game changer. In the sea of fucking mumble rappers and everybody doing the BET ciphers and all that bullshit.
Okay.
And you remember all the BET ciphers because I stopped watching them.
They were trash. I don't watch the Negro Awards anymore.
No, there was a couple of times
do it for me.
where like it was saved by Kendrick Lamar dropping right after he dropped that one verse about fucking Drake. Because who takes shots at Drake and lives? Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Who's the man who's still out there spitting while everybody else is trying to do melody? Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Now, here's the reason why I say, all right, if you want to say he's a child of Wayne, I'm not going to fight you on it. Because here's the thing that Lil Wayne did, which will make him his own place in hip-hop history. That dude was the only fucking alien on the track. no matter how you had it. Remember that song, that swagger like Ma? Church. I'm too fly for these, man. That dude went the fuck off because he was the only alien on that track. You had Eminem, you had Jay-Z on some track. What was it? It was Kanye on that too.
But Wade is a game changer though. So
but Wayne is the alien. He was the first person to get like fucking weird
face tats.
Man,
going to the real bag
cool.
though.
It was never ever.
Don't
cool
tiptoe around
that.
the bag though. Don't tiptoe around the bag. Go into the real bag, bro. Swagger, the drug usage. Like go into the bag, bro. Don't tiptoe around it. Who's out here trying to be a militant Black Panther nigga like Kendrick? I'm talking to the whole aura of quote unquote game changing, right? Like that's all I'm telling you. Chief Keef. People start. I hated Chief Keef. He was the original mumble rapper because I couldn't understand shit that he said when he was rapping.
So if Wayne is a child of Pac, right?
Nigga.
And Pac is gone, right?
Honest with yourself. Okay.
And Wayne is his own man, right? Wayne is his own man.
Yeah, but Wayne wanted to be Hove. He wanted to be Pac. He wanted to be a Blood. He wanted to be a Crip. I can't.
I think you forget. He could be all those things, and he was believable. Lil Wayne on most of his tracks.
I didn't like Wayne when he was younger.
I hear you. Lil Wayne on most of his tracks talk about running up into a fucking crib with fucking AKs and robbing and shooting motherfuckers. Lil Wayne is only like 5'3".
No shit, and I never believe one word of that because it's entertainment.
But a lot of people did.
I like Rick Ross, and I know he was a cop. Like I fuck with Rick Ross though. I love Rick Ross. Rick Ross is in.
Rick Ross is the greatest cop ever.
If you gave me 5 albums, to listen to, like I said, not a top 5, but if you gave me 5 albums to listen to on a stranded desert island. Rick Ross, 5 artists to listen to on the stranded island. Rick Ross catalog would be one of those catalogs that I listen to.
Which album have you actually finished from beginning to end?
Every last one. Big
Mastermind?
Fan. Big fan. The Mastermind was fun. The one I didn't like was the Black Dollar shit. That Black whatever
even
fuck
the
that was.
Maybach music group with everybody in it.
I'm not a fan of group things. Like I'm talking single
so
bodies of work.
Here's the
like
thing.
that Albert Anesthesia. Like that's one of his best projects with the No Limit Soldier remake with the 300 Soldiers, bro. When he went off like Master P, you're tripping, bro. Like
I'm a Rick Ross fan. I switched from garlic parmesan to lemon pepper because my man said try the lemon pepper, and the motherfuckers were hot and sour, and I couldn't handle it. I switched back over to garlic parmesan.
Yeah, man. All right, man. All right. I mean, we can do this shit all day, man.
That's episode 1. Get used to it.
Yeah, it is episode 1, man, and you know, we're actually overtime.
If you're still listening, thank you.
You know, I mean, we'll chop it up in the clips anyway, so it doesn't really matter, man. I didn't really.
I'm raw, son.
Raw. I didn't really get into my fucking bag about my rant, man. Like going back and forth with this fucking asshole. I didn't.